this sounds fine. Just turn the music down, yeah. Do 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 do. Is it news today? We had NFP and then consumer sentiment at 10. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna go for a piss right before this news hits. Okay, there's the news. I prefer to go long here today. If we get some upwards movement and then either a POC shift or a whole value shift, really. We have a node here that's currently being used. Then we have two nodes here, really. And the POC node like there. And the current high volume nodes on the day. But they're all pretty equal. It's a pretty tight range. POC could easily shift upwards here. This has kind of turned into one big fat node. This node along here, it's kind of turned into one big fat one. Even that previous day value area high, previous week value area high, stacked levels there. Have we retested that at all overnight? Yeah, see, we retested that there during the pre-market. That's super clean. broke above it during London and then retested it every time. That's super clean. And then we faded off of it like multiple times overnight. So that might even be a decent place to look for a little like stab long. Something like this. I'm not going to take that, but that is, like, I would consider that a valid trade, really. It's just, it's not really like an A, it's more of a B setup. And I'm going to try and get an A first trade of the day today. So I'm going to, most likely, I'm going to need something with the developing profile to go hand in hand with that. God, didn't mean to do that. There we go. So we'll see if there is a little reaction there. Definitely some absorption at the lows. You can't really compare those though, because on there's like pre-news and post-news, so you can't really, I would think, use that as a valid CVD divergence, but it is there nonetheless. Would have been filled. Let's see if that would have played out or not. Like I said, I'm not taking that because it's I want like a real premium setup today. At least my first trade. And I also didn't like the fact that it broke below fair value. Nothing wrong with it. I don't really want to target beyond that POC. Stalled at the doubled up point of control. There's a lot of levels in here too, right, that it could react off. It could react here, it could react here, it could react down here. There's a lot of levels in here that it could bounce off of. So it's just melted through the previous day's value area high and previous week's value area high. So that would have been stopped, so good thing that I passed up on that one. Massive, look at that massive block of sell orders that's there at the 60s. It's crazy. Look at the DOM. It's literally just one enormous block of sells. There you go. Then just pop back normal and some sells. I'm assuming they got filled just then. Yeah, you can see that massive spike. Look at that. That's all in contracts that just got filled. What? What's the delta doing? Why is it just skyrocketed? What the hell? I'm gonna have to watch that back on stream. That happened when those orders got filled? Or them sell orders? Did we just get like a massive... Yeah, we did. Yeah. Skyrocketed the delta filling all those sell orders because obviously we had to buy. People had to buy to fill them. There's another. Okay, what's going on today? This is crazy. There we go, another huge spike. There was another big block of sell orders that just came in there, and then the delta skyrocketed to fill them. And you can see all these orders being executed. This is crazy. I've not witnessed anything like this since I was trying all this stuff. It's funny how price isn't going anywhere though. You'd assume that this is gonna like get a move on somewhere pretty fast soon. Two enormous blocks of sell orders just got filled. What's crazy is about how look how different this profile is going to look if I switch it to base it off of time. Looks pretty different. This is tick data now, and this is like doing it based off like the candlesticks, like the tick volume. Obviously this is more accurate. Not a bad sell there, really, considering you have that pretty nice shelf here. Not a terrible sell. I would like to see the value area low shift a bit lower. Like that's a very solid setup for sure. But you don't really have much of a like sandbag approach for your stop loss, so. And to be honest, I'm just curious what's happening with this delta. It's just skyrocketing. It's crazy. There's a value area low. We have like the world's biggest divergence there. Look at this high here from 10:02 and now where we are. Compare that on the actual price chart. That's crazy. There's a lot of absorption there. A lot of absorption, but there's so many buyers that I feel like it doesn't even matter. Like they're just gonna push through. I wouldn't mind a break and retest of the overnight value area high now as well, because like look how fat that node is that we have to reinforce us. So you could go for a long from like overnight value area high. Stop loss just behind. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. That's definitely an idea. We'll leave that over there. If we can get a confident break through this fat node. Retesting the underside of that overnight value area now. Overnight value area high, rather. We can get sort of up here, like the 8. If we can break 80, I'll take this. Try and get like a little retrace play on that. entry is 76.25 if we get to 80. Not broken yet. That just got to 8. That like tagged 80. I want to see it like pretty nicely break through and get like confidently up here, not just poke without poke there. Because this could do it now. It could do this little break and retest, but that's very borderline. I want to be confident. Okay, now we've got a new point of control. So let's see if that has any impact. Again, if we can get back up here, I don't mind entering at the current point of control. Because the logic is that overnight premium is now fair value. So even though this might encourage some consolidation, we'll see. Okay, here's a melt off. Maybe the POC will shift back down. It only just shifted. Very easily shift back down. Morning, Diego. Yeah, it's been a pretty interesting watch, though. I don't know if you have been watching the Delta. If not, scroll back on the stream to like 10:08 and just look at what was happening with the depth of market and the Delta. It was crazy. I also don't know if you saw in the school group, Diego, I posted I did a little post just going over some things specifically for MotiveWave. Actually, you don't use MotiveWave, never mind, ignore me. It's Professor Mac who I really need to tell about that stuff because I know that he's using MotiveWave. I will still take a long if we can get this. Seller got crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. But the buyers are so strong, like it was actually insane. There was a massive sell order that hit the DOM and the CVD just like went through the roof. All the buyers filling the sell. There was 2 massive blocks of sell orders. One got filled. The CVD pumped, which was obviously all the people buying to fill those massive sell orders. And then it did it again. Another massive block of sell orders hit the bid. And the CVD like pumped again to fill the orders. So the buyers are like very strong, obviously. So I don't know, like obviously they are currently being absorbed, but it's kind of making me think like, yeah, but like they're so strong that maybe they'll probably push through. I'm waiting for a little bit more of like confirmation, if you will, though. I'm waiting to see like a significant break here. And then I'm gonna try and get a little long move. I don't know if you're here yesterday, Diego, either, but I caught a very nice rotational play yesterday. It was like short and sweet. Had to wait around a bit for it, but once I got in it was pretty clean. Got in, got out, and then ran away. Ran away to the gym, actually. As soon as I saw what time it was, I was like, I can make it to the gym before rush hour traffic. Or just rush hour in the gym in general, so I ran away. I did get caught in rush hour on the way back from the gym, though. Actually, I didn't get caught too bad, to to be fair. Come on. It was a confident enough break above, up here. And I will take this. Just looking pretty suspect. I'm just worried, obviously, this absorption narrative. Like, I don't want to, I want to be confident that we are, like, clearly breaking above. Since the buyers have obviously been so absorbed that this could just, like, go the complete opposite way once they are completely absorbed. We have a big sell order up at, like, 85. I'm curious as well, Diego, what your levels are today, specifically, like your overnight and previous day levels. Because I actually realized this morning that the way I've been doing my volume profiling on MotiveWave, I've actually been doing it like the same as I would have been on TradingView. Yeah, literally the only benefit I've had this entire time I've been using MotiveWave is that I was doing it on Rhythmic's data feed, which I believe is a little bit more accurate for volume profile, but nothing like crazy. So that explains why I did have different levels. I had different levels to like TradingView, so I thought I was using tick data. I wasn't. Now I absolutely am. Okay. Let's try this. I'm gonna go in with my my limit here. That was a nice explosion. I'm happy with that now. If I can get Phil on that. I'll post it on Discord later, no worries. Yeah, that would have been a nice fill on that overnight value area high. You can see the low of that 76.50 and oh no, this one tick short of the overnight value area high actually. But yeah, it looks like the buyers were so strong that they've broken through, so. Wouldn't mind honestly if this just keeps coming up and then we can get like a value area low. Maybe. If it pushes up enough. Would have been a win here, but I'm not a fan of entering. Yeah, neither am I, but the fact that this is such a fat node, I'm okay with it today. For this specific setup, I'm okay with it. Because the whole like narrative is that overnight value area high, so what the premium of the overnight session, the Globex session, is now fair value, so obviously that's a bullish signature. And then I'm just putting my stop loss behind this fat node. That is the main difference I've noticed since I've actually switched to this tick data. On the current session volume profile, watch this, Diego. I'm going to click, you can't see the menu I've got open right now because it's like OBS doesn't let me show it on the way that I've got it set up right now, but I'm going to tick the option now, which I had on before. This is going to make my current session profile use like what TradingView would use, so it's going to use like tick volume and like the minute, it's going to use the minute bars. It's not going to use tick data, so watch what happens to it now when I do that. It's not obviously like it's way smoother, but you can see the difference, like especially down at these at the lower volume nodes, and you can just see like how less edgy it is compared to using tick data, which looks more like that. Much easier to see like the edges of nodes, and obviously these two at the bottom, you can see they're much more like pointy, for lack of a better word. But yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting, the difference between that. Because this looks like so much more of a D-shaped profile than if we do that, and now it looks like definitely you can see the D-shape where it's coming from, but it's mainly just like a little node, a big fat node, and then just kind of drops off to nothing. Yeah, exactly. It's more definition and slash edges. Yeah, very, very beneficial for the way we trade. Honestly, the more this pumps, the better for me, because, like I said before, if this can pump enough to the point where this becomes the current session value area low, happy days for me, because then I'm buying at a discount of the current session, but what was a broken premium level turns support in the Globex session. So yeah, Diego. It's gonna be interesting going forward. I just find it hilarious that this whole time, like I've been using MotiveWave now for probably about a month, yeah, about a month, and I literally had not realized the whole time that I was not using tick data. I thought I wasn't. It's funny. There's like one little option on the volume profile that you just have to, like, literally a tick box, and you just need to untick it. For some reason, but by default it's ticked. Yeah, I noticed it today when I was doing my I was messing around with my settings a little bit, just literally cosmetic stuff, like seeing if there was any other colors or thickness I liked, and I saw that tick box and I was like, what happens if I untick that box? And then the volume profile like completely changed into like this. So then I was like, wait a minute. So then I did some research, and on MotiveWave's like documents for the website, and when they go into depth about how the volume profile is used, or like how it works, the coding, whatever behind it, I saw on there that it said, like, for this specific option, enable it to for the volume profile to use like aggregate 1 minute bars, and I was like, that sounds like the same way TradingView does it. And it said, like, if you don't want tick data, tick that box. I was like, I want tick data. So yeah, now I finally have the benefits for MotiveWave that I thought I had for the past month, basically. Massive orders coming in at 85 here at like the upper end of this node. Value area high 6976. Yeah, that's what mine is. Mine's 6976.25. Overnight point of control 6961.5. Mine is 6961.75. Yeah, so literally only a tick difference at the moment. And then overnight value area low 6957.5. Yeah, mine's the exact same. Okay, good to know. Yeah, now I have the benefits, exactly. Funny. That overnight value area low tap was so clean. It's outrageous. Yeah, we're good now. We're good. Basically, I was trading blind before. I thought I was trading with like how the professionals trade. I wasn't. I wasn't trading blind. That's a major overstatement. I was trading very similarly, just the levels were like a little bit different. Main thing, honestly, is the current session profile. The difference in that is like really surprising. I'll do it one more time. The difference in that compared to that, crazy. It just looks so much sharper. I like it. I feel like it's going to make trade selection like much more precise. Don't know if we're going to get a trade though today, honestly, but that's kind of okay with me. literally had a trade every day this week, so if it doesn't want to give me one today, that's fine. C-rank trade on the overnight value area low, we'll have people saying that. Yeah, exactly. VP trading is a piece of cake, yeah, literally. I said that, I don't think you were in the stream yet, but I said it when it was coming down here. I was like, oh, like a previous day value area high, previous week value area high, buy there. Makes sense, because like stacked value levels, but it's such a tough call when it's in that, because like we have 2 stacked value levels here, we have another 2 stacked here, and then we have like the overnight value area low and the previous day value area low basically stacked there. So yeah, very hard to obviously say like, oh, I'm going to get in here because it's going to bounce from there, because it could literally bounce from any 3 of these places. It could have even gone all the way down to like previous week's point of control. So yeah, I held fire on that one because like I don't personally like trading. I think you're the same, Diego. I don't really like trading just off the value levels alone, unless it's like just 2 stacked value levels and then kind of nothing else around it, like no other value levels around it. But if I can have a trade that incorporates the current session volume profile, then I'm gonna definitely lean towards that. Yeah, it cut out. Yeah, legs literally like butter. Yeah, but then it bounced so clean off the overnight by very low. Also thought buying at that B rank trade, yeah, good call. Not, I mean, yeah, I mean it would have worked out. Depends how big your stop was, because I think the ATR, what was the ATR like down here? 5.8. So let's say you had like 1.5 times. Let's say you got in at literally at the previous day's value area high, 65.5. So then that would be like 58. Yeah, you would have been stopped. Yeah. Just about. That'd have been a very, very annoying stop. But if you had it obviously like to cover all of those value levels, you would have been okay. But like that's such a big trade, and I think the POC was like here, so you wouldn't really want to do that. I mean, I guess if you saw the overnight value area low, because when was this? Yeah, look at that massive pump. That was right at the CVD, like skyrocketed right at the overnight value area low at 109 after that little bounce off of it. So if you were like confident to trust like how strong those buyers were coming in, I personally literally didn't know what to make of it, because I was like, I've never seen that before, like so far trading this order flow type stuff. So I was like, I'm hands off that, because I don't know what's about to happen. But yeah, definitely really cool to see. 3 stacked prior levels, I might take a trade, but I like to pair my trade. Yeah, yeah. And like 3 stacked value levels is pretty uncommon. I've seen 2 quite a lot, to be fair. I will take a stacked value level if it's 2, but it just has to be in the right sort of scenario. Like that is not a scenario I like, where there's like 2 stacked, but then there's like another 2 stacked, another 2 stacked. If this was just like 2 stacked value levels here on their own, and then it was like a while, like there wasn't another value level to like down here, then I would probably have taken it. Now that you change your settings on the volume profile, your profile is looking very much alike with the edges, yeah. Hell yeah. How's your week been, Diego? Have you, your performance has been green, red, flat? I think, what am I this week, actually? I'll have to check. I think I'm flat overall. I think I've had 2 wins, 3 losses, actually, I think. But one of those wins was like a reduced risk one, because it was the second trade of the day after a loss. So I probably am a little bit red, I would think. Like 1 trade red. And that's mainly probably because of that trade that I took at the start of the week, which was not the best quality trade. I think I've said that every day since. I'm gonna have to check. I haven't done my journaling this week. I really need to. I keep telling myself, oh yeah, make sure you journal all the trades so you're up to date for this week, and I just haven't, but I'll make sure that I do it tonight and over the weekend, because I have nothing else to do. I am going to be posting the video. I just need to add, I need to go into it and add in the the times, because that's another thing I found out about MotiveWave, was that, so like I pointed out to Cami on trading for TradingView that you shouldn't include the 930 candle, because the way that TradingView works, it's going to include the data from that 930 candle. So like for your overnight session, you're gonna, if you extend it to 930 on TradingView, it's going to include that first minute of the regular trading hours session, which obviously you don't want it to do. And I assumed MotiveWave was the same, but then looking into it, I believe that it's not. It actually works the way that Cami thought it did, because I think Cami was used to professional platforms, and then when he switched to TradingView, he forgot that TradingView works differently. And I basically did the same thing, but in reverse. So now on MotiveWave, my profiles are extended like exactly to the time I want them to stop. So like my overnight profile is 6 p.m. to 9:30, and that profile will literally include everything up to 9:30. Whereas before I would drag it to 9:29, but then it wouldn't include the actual 9:29 minute, if that makes sense. And then the same for the regular trading hours session profile. I'll drag that all the way up to 4 p.m. instead of 3:59 like I would have on TradingView. I'm red by one trade performance-wise. I need to be more focused and don't hesitate, because I hesitated on winning trades. That's the main thing I need to work on, doing the reps, yeah. I mean, this is the first week of the year, so I wouldn't anticipate it to be like a very solid week anyway for most volume profile or volume-based traders in general, just because like obviously the volume is still be picking up as we get into the year properly. So one trade in the red is a perfectly good place to be for this week, I would say. I mean, I'm the same. But yeah, I need to put those two things, that like whole time of like where to drag the profile to, and the historical like minute bar option. I need to just do a little voiceover to correct myself in the video, which is going to be quite funny. So yeah, then I'll post that like tonight or tomorrow. I need to do that. I need to make a thumbnail for it, which I can do by tonight, to be honest. So I'll probably just post it tonight. And then I don't know what other video to do. I want to do a video next week, but I'm not sure what. Any video ideas, Diego? I try not to do the whole like teaching. You know what I do want to do? I do want to do a video on the CVD, so I might do that. It's just I don't really feel like the authority when I'm teaching this stuff, which I feel like I kind of should be if I'm going to be teaching it. But yeah, that's my only, like when I would teach ICT stuff on my channel, that was because like I knew that shit inside and out, even though it didn't really work for me. I knew the theory like the back of my hand. I could literally recite the 2022 ICT mentorship to you word for word. But so like I knew what I was saying was like straight from ICT, so I knew it was right. Whereas with this, obviously, I'm still learning. Fake it till you make it, yeah. Whole lot of volume coming in at this upper bit here. I'm curious, what's going to happen if I switch this back to... I want to know if all this volume here is reflected when I switch the profile back, or is it just like a little... Okay, no, it is reflected, to be fair. It's just, again, it's just a lot sharper there. Like, you do get the same sort of, like, obviously the same sort of nodes, but yeah, definitely a lot sharper. Your edges are just like mine, way more definition. Yeah, that's good then. Yeah. We're both got tick data, finally. Well, I mean, you've had it, but the other just smooths everything around, yeah. That's because the other one is doing it based off like the amount of times price is ticking. It's not basing it off the contracts. This now is basing it off of how many contracts are being traded at each level. That's why like down here, this is when those sell orders got filled by loads of buyers. Like that's not really moved the same sort of way. Or the same amount of time it's spent like in the same place, but for some, like you can see there that there's just one little bit that sticks out loads, and that's obviously where all those contracts got traded. Your levels seem just like mine. Yeah, okay, good. Which is funny because I thought that yours was somehow using tick volume, and I was like, I thought my levels were more accurate because I thought mine would tick data. When it turns out that your levels were the ones that were more accurate. Oh, you did come back and see the Sora trade? Nice. Yeah, it was a pretty neat trade, to be fair. I felt like very confident reading yesterday, which was good. Not a trade I'm comfortable with. What, yesterday? I don't know. I don't know why I was so confident yesterday. I just felt like I had a really good read on it yesterday. And I mean, I won the trade. Whether that... what that says about... Okay, what are we doing here? I still like this long. Like, my contract's still sat down here if it gets filled. I'll still take it. Because this is going to be like a trend in. I think this happened a few days ago. Like a trend... return to POC and then continue sort of idea. So I'm happy to take this long still. Still got this fat node. So maybe we will get filled. I'm gonna go until 11 today and then I'll call it a day at 11. Finish up for the week. Excited to get back next weekend or next week. Now that I've finally got this where I want it, this setup. After a month of playing around with MotiveWave. Ugh. Very fat node indeed. There's a shitload of orders up at the high of day as well. Right at the high of day, height load of orders. We're so close to a new POC up there as well. If it stayed up there for just a little bit longer, we would have probably got a POC shift to the upside. Next step is to ditch top step and trade directly from the platform. Yeah. I don't mind, like, not directly trading from this platform, to be honest. I don't know if I would ever trade directly from it. Not because I... no, I probably would. The thing is if I'm trading directly from MotiveWave, that means I'm only buying accounts with Lucid. And to be honest, from where I am right now, after I'm done with these top step accounts, Alpha Futures, honestly, is more appealing to me than Lucid. Lucid is very appealing for the fact that I get MotiveWave and all that stuff, and it's a one-time fee. For me, like, the way I would frame the two prop firms that I personally are my favorites right now is Lucid is better for the beginner, someone who's like not even beginner, just someone who wants to take a bit more of a relaxed approach, but still has obviously very good upsides as far as like the rules and the payout policies and all that sort of stuff. But Alpha Futures is the firm that I would like if I had to pick if you had to tell me right now, like, money is not a problem. That's another thing as well. Lucid is a bit more on the cheaper side, and it's like no activation fee, all that sort of stuff, so it's good for that as well. But if you said to me like money is not a problem, what account are you going for? For me right now, it's Alpha Futures. Obviously I'm going to do a video on them within like the next couple of weeks, which will go into more depth about that. But yeah, still absolutely have at least one account with Lucid just to get access to MotiveWave. Like, it's worth it just for that alone. I do actually need to take a trade on this account to like not get the inactivity rule. I don't think I could trade out with NinjaTrader. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm obviously literally never used NinjaTrader just because I'm a Mac boy. My sister just texted me and asked if I will be home at 4:20. Guess so. Guess I'll have to be now. I mean, that's only in like fucking half an hour, so that'll be fine. Let's see if we can get filled on this little long. I just clicked and shit myself. Thought I accidentally clicked something bad there. A little bit like concerned about the whole like trying to catch a falling knife here, but we'll see how this goes. There's coming pretty aggressively. But I'm here for it. That's annoying because it literally is like fucking 3/4 of the way to TP now. It fell short of me by a tick. No, by a point, sorry, not a tick. That's annoying. Let me text my sister back while I get a second. Now we're getting filled. Yeah, still using MotiveWave. That's what's on the screen. Loving MotiveWave and still going to be using it. I'm going to probably be using it for the foreseeable future. Did feel really clunky when I first switched from TradingView. TradingView, to be fair to them, elite like usability. Like, for someone to pick up and just start using it, like, TradingView is just the go. But for accuracy of levels, mainly, and access to, like, higher level tools, not higher level, but, like, more order flow tools, MotiveWave, for a Mac user, specifically, is the way to go. Until Deep Charts comes out on a Mac, but that's a pretty expensive platform to be using. But again, if money was no issue, then I would probably lean towards that. Going to give Lucid and MotiveWave a go. Yeah, just make sure that you're choosing like the cheapest account, all that sort of stuff. I'm assuming you've watched my video on them. Or like, not the video on Lucid, but the video on how I've got on how to get the cheapest possible access to MotiveWave. Just make sure you're buying like the cheapest 25k flex account. Because you don't want to be overpaying if you're just wanting it for the MotiveWave stuff. Obviously, if you want it for like MotiveWave and to actually like trade the account, then the choice is yours. But like this account that I've got right now, it's literally just a 25. Yeah, MotiveWave will be much more reliable compared to TradingView for that sort of thing. A lot of people have issues with like TradeAbate on TradingView. Still waiting to get filled on this. It literally fell short on me by a point and went to TP, so that's fun. That's not rumored, that's like confirmed now, I'm pretty sure. The Project X is going to go to Top Step only. That'll happen very soon. But yeah, you are right. You don't really want to be buying any accounts on Project X at any firm at the minute. Other than Top Step, obviously, because they're going to go exclusively Top Step. Am I getting filled? There's going to be probably a nice bit of absorption at the lows here too. Watch these the low on the CVD and the low of price. If price breaks first, even if it's like only 10-15 seconds before the CVD breaks, that's still at least partial absorption. It's really just stalling at the POC though. I'm trying to be really sneaky and get the entry right at the overnight value area high. What's my TP? 8375. Okay, I'll get ready to whack that there. 8375. I refuse to up my entry to the POC, by the way. I'm being incredibly stubborn here, trying to enter right at this value level. Which looks like it's just going to bite me in the ass a couple times. It's funny. Obviously, if I was entering at this, like, let's drag this one over here. If I was entering there, obviously my TP would also be higher, so I don't believe I would have gotten a TP yet, because my stop would be like down here at the same sort of place. So yeah, I would have actually probably been break even there on that first trade, and then yeah, probably wouldn't have re-entered that soon. So I'm happy waiting down here. Context-wise is nice because what was premium during the overnight? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What was premium in the Globex session is now fair value. Exactly the context I'm going with here. Just need to get filled. I wouldn't say this one's C rank. B rank at least. If not, actually, this would be A rank because it's got the POC and the node. Not for your trade star, yeah. Or I mean, don't matter. Yeah, I would say this is A rank if you're talking like purely Kami's like teachings, because you have the fact that it's obviously a node as well. It's a high volume node. It's POC. Which it's like a confluence, but it's also like a bad confluence at the same time. It's very context dependent. In this context, a POC trade for me is okay because it's like traded away. It's traded up and then like retraced. I think I said this the other day. Like when we get a move like this, a very one-sided move, and then a retrace, like a POC tap and then continuation is very clean quite often, I would say. But then thirdly, we have the overnight value rate high there, so that's a third confluence. So B, potentially even A, I would argue. It's annoying because I do need to get out of here pretty promptly after 11. My entry would have been just like yours. Are you entering this or nah? Or nah? Or not? Maybe it's gonna fail me or it's probably gonna tease me again. I mean, it's gotten closer than this before. How far was that little drop there? Was it 1 point away, right? Yeah, 1 point away. You're not? Okay. Any reasoning for that? You're like just done for the day or? Oh wait, no, you said you don't like it for this, that you're not your trade style, got you? My mistake. I'll do some back testing to get comfortable with the entries. The levels are far apart, yeah. I really need this to fill me in the next few minutes, and I want to be in it. So that I can just let it play out. Oh god, my eyes are tired. I've stared at a lot of screens today. You can see the buyers are coming up. CVDs like that. Yeah. I was trying to figure out which hand I should use because it's inverted on the camera. CVDs like that. Price is more like that. So that would indicate to me that actually no, that wouldn't indicate that. Doesn't matter. Oh wait, no, yeah, it would. Yeah, it would be absorption of the. Yeah, I was right. Absorption of the sellers. Oh, just come down and fill me, for God's sake. Right, a New York VWAP? Oh, okay, interesting. I don't use VWAP personally, but nothing against it as a tool. I'm very happy with my volume profile in Delta. We're finally gonna get filled, please. Fill me just before 11. me go ahead and get my break-even fib tool ready actually as well. What were we going for again? 8375. We're going for a tiny little move here. It literally needs to move like 7 points for me to get it break even. This, swear to God, how low did that get this time? The same 1 point off. And it would have... Fuck it, it's really testing me here. I need a wee as well. Again. I'm trying to drink a lot of water because I feel like borderline ill. You know when you just can tell, like my throat just feels a bit like sandpapery. Not like, not bad at all, just like the tiniest little bit. It's like, that's when you know that an illness is coming. Or it's not coming, but it's like, it could. If you don't sort yourself, if you don't like, stay hydrated, stay healthy, eat good stuff, then you might just wake up one morning and just be like, completely just dead. Okay, so that would have been break even again already. This is really testing my patience. I'm going to be so strict with this. If this doesn't fill me, like, what should we do the cutoff? You boys give me a cutoff time. I was going to say 11. Like, if I'm not filled by 11, I'm cancelling my limit. Even though I would normally do 11:30, I've been a bit, like, cut-off-ish at this week just because it's the first week. I've, like, cut it down to 10 till 11 as, like, my window. Three entries of current session POC, yeah. It's tempting the shit out of me. It's just doing it because of me. Yeah, 100% worth backtesting. Look specifically, like I said, look for situations like this. Like I say, the POC trades are definitely more discretionary. A bit more context. Not loads of context, but a little bit more context. My monitors are frozen. This isn't good. This isn't good. The monitors are frozen. Why does this always happen? Oh, shit. Give me a second. I'm okay because I've got the stop loss there, but... Why does this always happen? Always at least once. Always at least once. It's actually, like, not even funny at this point. Okay, we're back. Just let me get my stuff back in the place that it needs to be. 1 second, sorry. Sorry if the stream's a mess. We should be good now. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Okay. Always at least once. Honestly, I don't know what it... Like, why? It's so annoying. Professor Mac dropping in just a like. Appreciate it. Hope you've had a good week, Professor Mac. Good day and a good week. I have something... Oh, Professor Mac, please let me know you're still here. Or if you've left, because I have something important that you need to know. MotiveWave specific stuff that I learned literally this morning. One of these days I'll go wild and take every trader under the sun with VP, just see what happens. Yeah, maybe just buy like a dead cheap account or something. Buy like a cheap Lucid account and just go crazy. Don't buy like a cheap Apex account because you'll just get ruined by the intraday drawdown if you do that. Right, this is just taking the absolute piss out of me, so I'm gonna come down here. Don P! Mr. Wiz! Okay, I'm cancelling this fucking limit order, it's pissing me off. It teased the shit out of me, and it's 11 now, so I'm not entering that. But, good read, I had the right read. Just really unfortunate that it came a point away from filling me twice. What did you say, Mr. Wiz? I don't understand most of what you are doing, but glad it is working for you. You understand, like, pretty much, Mr. Wiz. Don't talk yourself down. You understand the volume, the way of the volume. 3 click train, yeah. It could be even worse, Diego. Like, you weren't even considering entering it. Imagine you had it, like I just had it there, where it came a point away from filling me twice. But am I bothered? Do I look bothered? Do I? Wait there. Do I actually look bothered? Yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Always be another trade, exactly. Volume profile, but not the rest. I longed the value area low on NQ, but tried to guess before that. I mean, the rest, this cumulative delta is pretty simple, to be honest, Mr. Wiz. You'd pick this up like straight away. I'm gonna do a video on it next week, so you can check that. And if you just want to like know how it works, obviously I'm not suggesting you like add it to your strategy or whatever. If you just want to know what it is and like why it works, why and how it works. But yeah, that's me done for this week. I'm low-key annoyed that trade didn't pan out, but oh well, what can you do? I just realised how shitty my fucking top step X looks there. Let's move that. And then put it over there. But yeah, that's me done for this week, boys. Appreciate you all hanging out. Good to see you. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. I'll definitely watch your video. Yeah, I'll get it out sometime next week, probably, Mr. Wiz. I'm gonna do a video like going over how I exactly set MotiveWave up, which will be posted later today or tomorrow. But yeah, next week I'll do a video on the cumulative delta. So yeah. Wrap it up too. No trades today. Yeah, no trades. Definitely some trade. Like that was a trade I should have taken. If I was entered at the POC, not the overnight value area high, but I don't know. So be it. But yeah, I appreciate all you boys, and I will catch you next week, Monday.